This is The Morning X, Barnes & Leslie, Celebrity Sleaze, presented by McDonald's. Best part about working at McDonald's is the people. Sleaze us, Fram.
Hey, have you seen Bad Boys, Ride or Die?
I haven't, but will. How'd it do in the box office?
Actually really well. It won the North American box office over the weekend. First place, $56 million, easily beating its predicted opening, just $40 million. And then Garfield, the movie, slipping to second place with $10 million. A lot of kids' movies are out there right now. And then, of course, Kingdom of the Planets is number 5 with $5.4 million. I haven't been to the theater in a while. I'm so used to, laying on the sofa and watching, my Netflix series or whatever.
This was a big gauge, though, for Will Smith after all the drama that happened at the Oscars. For him to come back with 50 and then how much globally? You said 100-something globally?
I didn't see the global numbers.
Oh, I think it was, I think I read it, that it was a lot more than that globally. So that's big, but look at the drop-off. From number one.
When I was in France, I saw posters for it.
Yeah, they are working it. So it's paying off.
So, Barnes, we've been talking about Richard Gadd a lot from Baby Reindeer. I have to say, I want to know what really happened and what didn't happen. But he was on the Today Show talking a little bit about how cathartic this is.
It was almost a personal therapy. And at first, I did these shows. I took them to the Edinburgh Festival, and I got a great deal of healing from exploring, from writing stuff down, from putting out on a stage for people to feed back to. It led to such a huge catharsis and a huge self-acceptance that I just kept doing it.
I wonder if that's going to get any awards, because for a comedian, he was a pretty damn good actor. If you haven't seen...
It's got to. It has to be nominated. It has to
be.
I think so. Very sad about what's happening with Celine Dion. She sat down with Hoda earlier this week, opening up for the first time since being diagnosed with stiff person syndrome and how life has changed dramatically for her.
If I point my feet, they will stay in or if I cook, because I love to cook, my fingers, my hands will get in a position.
Like they're
my
cramping.
feet, it's cramping, but it's in a position of you cannot unlock them.
I don't understand the disease she has. Does it come and go?
I don't know, but I can say that how sad this is for someone who is one of the best singers of all time and how it's affecting her livelihood and her legacy. It's just really sad.
For a performer, that is just really, really sad. Look at Sean Demery, rest in peace, who was with 99X, a couple of runs. What was his syndrome called? It was trapped in?
Yes, it was. It's probably the worst stroke that you could ever have. It's that locked-in syndrome.
Locked in. And he couldn't, all he could do,
couldn't communicate except with his eyes.
He could just glare at something and, oh, man, I miss that dude.
We all do. So, Barnes, do you remember this sleazebag, Billy McFarland?
Is he the Fyre Fest?
The Fyre Fest guy. Yeah. Well, he was talking to Angela Yee on Way Up about, can you believe it, Fyre Fest 2?
Come on.
Which has already pre-sold tickets with one significant change.
You've already sold tickets?
Yes, we did a pre-sale for Fyre Festival 2. It's going to be in the Caribbean next year. Mm-hmm. We're announcing the date and location this summer.
Okay.
The biggest difference this time is that I'm not in charge, which kind of sucks.
So
right?
you're not having your hands on the money. It's not going through you.
Can't touch the money.
I don't believe that at all. And I don't believe that anyone's going to buy tickets. Who would buy tickets to go to this thing? I mean,
unless people just want to be there for the freak show.
It's so well documented how much of a failure and how much of a scammer that guy is. Why would you bother?
I am so shocked that we're actually talking about this.
Well, concerts are hurting right now, period. Why would his succeed all of a sudden?
It's crazy. Well, let's follow this story and this guy, Billy McFarland. Sydney Sweeney doing really well. Paid $13.5 million for her new Florida mansion. Yes, she is probably one of the hottest actresses right now. Let's see. Let's go through this Florida mansion, Barnes. The asking price was actually $4.5 million, more than that. So it's 7,700 square feet.
Damn.
Has a little chef's kitchen, a wine room that can fit 520 bottles of your favorite wine, a 330-gallon aquarium. I'm not sure I'm really into aquariums, but that's pretty big. An elevator, a home gym, a game room, a massive heated and chilled infinity pool, and a swim-up bar, plus a hot tub. And a private boat launch.
So did she need this much this soon? Because, I mean, she just hit.
She just hit, and it's like the Glenn Powell thing. Now he's in everything.
But $13.5 million for your first, after hitting the success, how much could she be worth?
Well, let's see. Would you like me to look that up?
Well, I mean, sure.
I don't know if she's making like, some of these actors that get to a certain level and they're getting 20 million, 25 million a movie.
Right.
And then they're getting points on the back end. Not sure that Sydney Sweeney's getting that yet, but maybe she's getting 10 million a movie.
13.5 coming out the gate for a crib in, I guess, where you say Miami?
Yeah, in Florida.
Wow. You go, girl.
So I love people that do privates. Katy Perry is back. Yeah, she did a private party in France, making her return to the stage after, of course, leaving American Idol. The event was for Anat Ambari, the youngest son of Asia's richest man. She headlined this 5-hour festival, 800 guests. Now, how much do you think she got paid for that? It didn't say, but apparently this was on a $40 million property in France.
Damn, 40 million and only 800 people?
Yeah.
So you have to figure...
She was one of the headliners. She's over $1 million, it has to be.
I'm guessing like 2.5 million.
Yeah, it has to be. I'll search for that. I think this is one of the coolest things I've seen. Pharrell Williams getting a biography, Lego style. Yeah, he's breaking more ground in the field of autobiographical films. It's called Piece by Piece, telling the story of his life, Pharrell Williams, but done in Legos. All-star cast, too. Gwen Stefani, Kendrick Lamar, Timbaland, Justin Timberlake, Busta Rhymes, Jay-Z, Snoop. It's coming out October the 11th.
What do you mean told in Legos?
Told in Legos, piece by piece.
The whole thing is going to be like Lego vignettes?
It sounds to me like it's got to be some sort of an animated thing, right? Told in Legos?
Who would watch that?
I don't know.
I mean, tell me the story, but I don't know if I need to see you recreate each scene with Legos.
Here's another cool thing. South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone are starring in Casa Bonita, a documentary about a Mexican restaurant in Lakewood, Colorado. It was the centerpiece of season 7. Apparently, they remembered that themed restaurant fondly from their childhood. So they bought it, renovated the business themselves, and now they're bringing it back in a form to glory. And they're chronologically doing this in a documentary, Casa Bonita.
Wow.
How lovely. It'll be out soon. That is your celebrity sleaze.
I don't know how you could skip such groundbreaking, important, headlineable sleaze, but Beavis and Butthead was renewed again by your company.
They had to.
They better. And now Comedy Central is going to get, I guess, second runs, kind of like Shark Tank does on CNBC. And also Tyson's fight now is rescheduled for November.
Did you get the actual date?
It's, I think, the 15th, going by memory, but we'll see if he can keep it together.
I hope his ulcer doesn't flare up again.
Well, he's just getting older and older, but we'll see what's going to happen. Thank you for that sleeve.
That's your celebrity sleeve.
I said thank you for your sleeve. Thank you for your sleeve.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. Hey, don't forget to vote for the Atlantis Rushmore. You can text VOTE right now to 470-741-9999 to get a ballot. It'll come right back to your text so you can quickly vote. We're trying to compile what are the best 4 Atlantis songs. The Steve Show will start in just a few. We'll see you tomorrow. We are the Morning X. I'm Barnes. That's Leslie. And this is 99X.